Welcome back to MMA Al Dente. I am the guy who picked Alex Morono to defeat Santiago Ponzinibbio. And I'm here to talk about the main event for UFC 287, Alex Pereira defending his belt against Israel Adesanya. This is the fourth time they fought. You know the fucking story. Let me just recap it quickly. Adesanya is 0-3 against Pereira. He lost twice in fights he was winning by getting finished in the final round. The fifth round of the MMA fight, the third round of the kickboxing fight, and the other loss is a majority decision in a fight that I thought Israel Adesanya should have won. So he's definitely in the realm of beating Adesanya. Never hasn't been and always will be. And he's actually still favored to beat Alex Pereira. But he's really up against it here. He's got to do this, and it's got to be more for himself than anything else. The legacy, history, the belt, whatever. It's got to be more for himself at this point. Just so people will shut the fuck up. Like Justin Gaethje said when he hit that takedown. Now just shut the fuck up. And that's what Adesanya's got to do. And I'm picking him to do it, to be honest. I'm picking him to win, Adesanya. I don't think it's such a bold move. Sure, it's fucking stupid on paper because he's 0-3 against the guy. And the guy, say what you will about Alex Pereira, but he's got that knack. He's got that knack where I wouldn't want to be standing across from him in that final round. Even if you're up 4 rounds against him and you've beaten him down. It's scary knowing that that guy is going for the kill and he's got killer power. So Adesanya's never going to be able to relax, and he's always going to have to mind his P's and Q's, and he's going to have to fight that perfect fight, but I think he's going to. I like what I've seen from him on the feet and on the ground as well against Alex Pereira. I think Adesanya is the much better point fighter. Not that I want to call him a point fighter, but he's the much better point scorer. And on the ground, look, Pereira, it's not like he was totally dominated by Izzy, and he was able to largely keep the fight standing, but he was still out-grappled in the small moments in which they were grappling. And that may have cost Izzy, to be honest. That may have worn him down the stretch and led in one way or another to that 5th round TKO loss. But still, I consider it a distinct advantage for Adesanya. He's going to have to wrestle him to make it a grappling battle. But still, I trust Adesanya's skills over the last few years have been refined enough where he's the better guy on the ground. That's what I predicted going into the last one. And after seeing them grapple, yeah, even if Adesanya doesn't get even one advantageous position, I don't expect him to look like Marcelo Garcia. But I expect him to work Alex Pereira, knowing that as big and strong as he is, it's the thing he's least comfortable doing, and it's the thing most likely to fatigue him. So I expect it from Adesanya. And on the feet as well, it's, Adesanya's the better point fighter. I think overall he's the better striker. It's just Pereira has that chin and that power, which makes it a lot closer of a matchup. But Adesanya, I think, will score more points. The last one, I actually predicted him to get a knockout, which it hasn't left my head that it's a possibility, especially after seeing him crack Pereira at the end of round 1. And he cracked him badly, where, if he didn't hit him in literally the final second of the round, he probably could have put him away. I really wanted to see what those next few seconds would have looked like, but there was no room for even 1 second. So just the way it played out. But I do think that's a possibility with the 4-ounce gloves. These guys can, both of them, much more easily be knocked out. And of course, Pereira already is one of the hardest strikers I've ever seen with 4-ounce gloves. Yeah, that certainly helps him out as well. But, assuming neither guy goes down, which is not a good assumption to make, but assuming that just for the sake of speculation, I've got Adesanya scoring more points. Pereira's going to be trying to finish him and trying to hurt him, even with the invisible strikes like the leg kicks, which may not add up to points on every judge's scorecards. Pereira's will hurt more. But Adesanya is definitely going to be the busier fighter. He's the busier guy, and If there are no big moments, Adesanya wins this fight. And if there are big moments, I still think Adesanya has the better chance of winning this fight. It hasn't worked out for him, but whatever. Shit's happened, and shit can happen again. I just think this is still his fight to lose. I'm picking him to win this fight, get his belt back, and I'm picking him to do it by decision. I've bet on his money line at minus 145 and his decision line at plus 190. I'm not in love with the decision line again because these guys have 5 rounds to fight, and they're both such dangerous guys. But his overall money line, I like Israel Adesanya to win this fight. I think Israel Adesanya, again, it's his fight to lose. He wins the small battles, and the big moments, if they should come, they make the fight more interesting. But even then, I don't think he's out of this fight. Izzy, by decision, regains his title. That's the prediction. No doubt about it. I'm betting on Alex Pereira to win in the last round, though, because I'm not stupid. Like, share, subscribe, all that horseshit. Check out my other videos.